There's a certain kind of Chinese household that visitors always remark on. Not because it's decorated extravagantly, not because it smells like fresh candles, but because it feels balanced. Nothing seems crammed into corners. Nothing blocks doorways. There's no pile of stuff waiting by the stairs to be carried up someday. And yet, nobody in that home appears to spend their evenings scrubbing and organizing for hours. The secret isn't a hidden cleaning schedule. It's a set of quiet cultural habits, some tied to Feng Shui, some tied to family philosophy, that have shaped how Chinese households interact with their spaces for generations. Today, we're uncovering 6 of these habits, not vague ancient wisdom, but specific, practical practices you can start using in your own home starting tonight, without spending a single dollar or dedicating extra hours to housework. In many traditional Chinese homes, the very first household task of the day isn't breakfast. It's a quick sweep near the entrance and main living area called Saudi. This isn't a deep clean. It takes barely 2 or 3 minutes. But its purpose runs deeper than removing dust from the floor. In Chinese belief, stagnant dust represents stagnant energy, old fortune that needs to be moved along to make room for new opportunities entering the home each day. Whether or not you believe in energy flow, the practical effect is undeniable. Starting your day by clearing visible mess means you begin every morning with a reset baseline rather than yesterday's leftover clutter compounding with today's activity. Most Western households do the opposite. They wake up, walk past yesterday's mess without addressing it, and let it accumulate throughout the day until the pile becomes too overwhelming to ignore. The morning sweep breaks this pattern entirely. Try this tomorrow. Before anything else, spend 2 minutes clearing your main living space of whatever accumulated overnight. Notice how different the rest of your day feels when it begins on a clean foundation rather than an already cluttered one. Feng Shui, the ancient Chinese practice of arranging spaces harmoniously, places enormous importance on the free movement of Qi energy through a home. Practically speaking, this translates into one simple, non-negotiable rule followed in countless Chinese households. Nothing ever blocks a doorway, hallway, or corner. Shoes don't pile at the entrance. Boxes don't sit in hallways temporarily. Furniture never crowds a walking path. This rule exists for spiritual reasons in traditional belief, but it produces a remarkably practical side effect. Clutter has nowhere to accumulate, because the very places where mess typically gathers, entryways, hallway corners, the space behind doors, are treated as sacred, untouchable zones that must remain completely clear at all times. Most homes accumulate clutter precisely in these transitional spaces, because they feel like in-between areas that don't belong to any specific room. The Chinese approach eliminates this blind spot entirely by declaring these spaces off-limits to clutter, permanently. Walk through your home today and identify every doorway, hallway, and corner. Commit to keeping these specific zones completely clear, and you'll notice entire categories of clutter simply stop forming. In many Chinese households, keeping the home clean isn't assigned to one person, one gender, or one responsible family member who nags everyone else. It's tied to a deeper cultural concept called Mian Zi face, or family honor. A messy home doesn't reflect poorly on whoever forgot to do their chore. It reflects on the entire family's dignity and respectability, which means everyone shares equal responsibility, without exception, without excuses. This shifts cleanliness from an individual burden into a collective value. Children learn from a young age that returning their own dishes to the sink, or putting away their own shoes, isn't about following a rule imposed by a parent. It's about protecting something the whole family holds together. This eliminates the resentment and imbalance that often develops in households where one person becomes the default cleaner, while everyone else treats the home as something maintained for them rather than by them. Consider introducing this mindset into your own household. Frame cleanliness not as my job or your job, but as something the whole household protects together, with each person's small actions contributing to something larger than their individual task. Tea holds deep cultural significance throughout Chinese daily life, far beyond simply being a beverage. Traditional households often pause multiple times throughout the day for tea, not as a long, elaborate ceremony every time, but as brief, natural breaks woven into the rhythm of work and rest. What's particularly clever about this habit is how these tea breaks double as reset points for the surrounding space. Before sitting down for tea, the immediate area gets a quick clear, cups from earlier removed, surfaces wiped, small clutter tidied. This happens not because tea time demands cleanliness, but because tea time creates a natural pause where clearing the space becomes an easy, almost automatic accompanying action. Instead of clutter waiting for a dedicated cleaning session, it gets addressed during breaks you're already taking anyway. Apply this to your own routine. Whatever small break you naturally take throughout your day, coffee, a snack, checking your phone, pair it with 60 seconds of clearing whatever's nearby. You're already pausing. Use that pause to reset your space simultaneously. Perhaps the most famous Chinese cleaning tradition is the elaborate cleaning performed before Lunar New Year, when households sweep away the entire previous year's dust, clutter, and old energy to welcome fresh fortune. But the deeper principle behind this, Chu Jiu Ying Xin, releasing the old to welcome the new, doesn't have to remain an annual event. Many Chinese households apply a miniature version of this principle regularly, not just once a year. Instead of holding on to items indefinitely because they might be useful someday, there's a cultural comfort with letting go regularly, understanding that clinging to old, unused objects blocks the arrival of new opportunities, new energy, and new order. This isn't about ruthlessly discarding everything you own. It's about a regular rhythm of release, treating your possessions the way you'd treat guests. Welcome, appreciated, but not overstaying indefinitely if they no longer serve their purpose. Pick one small category this week, old receipts, expired products, clothes you haven't worn in a year, and apply a mini version of this New Year clearing philosophy. Notice how releasing what's old creates immediate visual and mental space for what's actually useful now. Traditional Chinese aesthetics, seen in classical painting, architecture, and garden design, place enormous value on Kong, deliberate emptiness. A classical Chinese painting rarely fills every inch of the canvas. Empty space is considered just as meaningful as the painted elements, creating balance, breathing room, and visual harmony. This same principle extends into how traditional Chinese homes are arranged. Furniture and objects are placed with intentional gaps between them, surfaces are left partially bare, and rooms aren't crammed with decoration simply to fill available space. This runs counter to a common impulse many of us have, seeing an empty shelf or bare wall and immediately feeling the need to fill it with something. Chinese design philosophy suggests the opposite. Emptiness itself is a design choice, not a problem to solve. A room with breathing room feels calmer, easier to clean, and easier to maintain because there's simply less occupying each surface to become cluttered or dusty in the first place. Try leaving one surface in your home, a shelf, a table corner, a section of counter, intentionally empty this week. Resist the urge to fill it, and notice how that emptiness affects the feeling of the entire room around it. These 6 habits: the morning sweep, protecting pathways, shared family responsibility, tea time resets, regularly releasing the old energy to leave. A clean space always starts with room to breathe. Don't require any special tools or dramatic lifestyle changes. They require only a shift in how you relate to your home, moment by moment, day by day. Choose just one to begin tonight, and watch how quietly your home begins to transform.